Smug, Washington Post reporter gets dismantled by Bill Maher over unintelligent spin regarding the infamous Trump dinner. For those who don't know, Bill Maher had dinner with President Trump as well as Kid Rock. I think Dana White was there. It's a few days ago, a couple weeks ago, I think. Anyway, he went on his show over the weekend and talked about it. And there's a lot of people that are apparently freaking out. I haven't seen anybody freaking out about it on the right, but on the left, apparently they're all like, oh my gosh, Bill Maher's this, that, or the other. I don't know. I didn't look into it because, well, I hadn't heard about it until this guy, Josh Rogin from the Washington Post, went on Bill Maher's show and tried to do this weird sort of like scolding. It was like, now, Bill, it was very odd. I love you, man, but we think you did this, and the internet saying it was worse. And Bill Maher, to his credit, he wasn't having any of it. I mean, he was pretty pissed, and I think rightly so. Watch.
I just wanted to report exactly what I saw. I did it to the best of my abilities.
Counterpoint?
As I can be. Yes.
Counterpoint?
Yeah.
Bill, I think you're right in saying that people have made too much of this, okay? It's not the Ulta Summit. You're not Churchill. Kid Rock is not Stalin. Trump sure as shit isn't FDR, okay? So, yes, I believe too much has been made about this, but I think you've fallen into the trap. I think I represent 99% of the internet when I say this, is that you've played the game of proximity is principle. And what people are worried about is not your motivation. We believe you. We love you, Bill. Everybody loves Bill, right? All right? So I'm not questioning your motivation. I'm questioning Trump's, okay? And if we can say that you went there in good faith, but maybe, just maybe, he wasn't there in good faith. I mean, you sold him on the Iran deal and he took it in. I mean, give me a break, okay? So the idea here is that your motivation is sound, but what's the impact? And I think a lot of people out there, fans of yours, people who love you, people who are fans of you, like me, I've been fans of you.
You don't have to patronize me, dude.
Okay.
I don't know you. I never met you.
I'm just saying that this comes from a
not
place
everybody
of
has to like it.
All I'm
That's
saying
what we said. There are people who didn't want it to happen at all. You sound like one of them. It's
no,
okay.
No.
But did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Like, what is the alternative to not talking? Just sit at your lunch table and don't talk to anybody?
I talked to him. I've interviewed Trump. Here's an interview.
That's just not an interview. This was not an interview.
I agree with the principle of engagement. I'm just saying, from his perspective, you have to understand that people out there know, all Americans know, that for him this was a PR stunt, and in his view, you were a prop in that PR stunt. Okay.
Yeah, you see, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
That doesn't mean it wasn't the right thing to do. It just
But if you go on social media for 5 minutes now, you just have these tribal fury raging all day long. Everyone's got to be implacably there, implacably here. And actually, most Americans and most Brits, they're not like that. So there's this screaming going on between these tribes, and actually walking across that line, sitting down, having dinner, having a laugh, having a chat, and then the idea that Bill Maher is now going to stop criticizing Donald Trump.
I didn't do it
with him. It's preposterous.
I didn't do it before. I didn't do it in the monologue. I didn't do it with Steve Bannon. And the fact that you began your little rant with the internet, that tells me everything. You take your cues from the internet. Good luck.
No. If you listen,
the internet is a cesspool that just wants to fight. And it's okay.
I support what you're trying to do. I'm just saying the expectation that Donald Trump is going to be changed by such.
I said in the piece I did not think that was going to happen.
In that case, then go with God.
I love the people on either side who ignore the parts they don't like and then just. And I just did it. It wasn't like it was 3 weeks ago. I mean, watch it again. Maybe you'll find something new in it.
It's not a judgment.
Wow, that was brutal. There's the face, by the way. That's the face of somebody who just got dismantled by somebody who's likely one of his heroes, and it was brutal. Look, I'm not going to address the whole thing. There's no need. You saw it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Bill Maher took offense to what the guy was saying, as he rightly should. The guy made some pretty stupid comments like, 99% of the internet agrees with me. And what was it? Everybody knows that it was a PR stunt. That's the only one I want to address. The idea that this was a PR stunt by President Trump. He did not want to do this. He had to have his arm twisted. He was doing a favor for Kid Rock and likely Dana White as well. He didn't want to do it. He was posting the night before on Truth Social that he thought it was a bad idea. He doesn't like Bill Maher. He knows that Bill Maher doesn't like him. But he did it as a favor. This wasn't a PR stunt. He expected the worst. He made the best of it. And this is a man who, as president of the United States, and even in situations before he was ever president, he knows how to handle rough situations. Was this one rough? No, not compared to what other things he deals with on a daily basis. This was a walk in the park dealing with Bill Maher over dinner. So the idea that this Josh Rogin journalist thinks that this was a PR stunt, clearly he is delusional. Protect your retirement, your life's savings with physical precious metals through an America First company. Go to jdrgold.com to learn more. jdrgold.com.